everyone, it's Pixie. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you my current household that made me in love with The Sims 4. I love this family. I'm currently on generation 2. Technically my generation 2 is like over. We've done all of the requirements except for maxing out the career. And then this is my Gen 3 heir, little Quinn. Love her so much. I recorded this. I recorded 15 minutes of me talking, just disclaimer, and my mic was off. I was like, "Ugh." Like I was looking at the recording while I was recording. I was like, oh, there's a little line next to the little microphone thing, and it said it was muted. So I'm here again. The legacy challenge that I'm doing is called the Beginner's Drama Challenge. I'm going to link that for you down below because I love this challenge. It is a base game only challenge, but of course I'm incorporating like all the packs that I have, and I was inspired to start the challenge by Ocean Sims. I love her videos, and she did this challenge for just a little bit, and I wanted to try it myself, and here we are. So I feel so silly recording for so long, and I was like, oh, let me just check if I'm still recording, and the mic was off. Anyway, so before we get into The Sims, I'm gonna show you the house. We are in the world of San Sequoia. The save file I'm in is called the neighborhood save. The rest of the worlds are unfortunately empty, but I refuse to move saves because we'll see Willow Creek later. I'm gonna show you my Generation 1 heir. Because she lives in Willow Creek, obviously, but I could not just move saves, um, or stuff like that. So I built this house also. I feel like a real builder. Cause look at this. It's not beautiful on the outside, I will say. It's a little wonky, but you know, it fits my needs. It gets the job done. Don't look at the backyard, it's kind of ugly, but this is the house. We still have my Christmas decorations up. I'm gonna leave the lights up because these are so cute. Anyway. Oh, this might be a mess to record because I haven't recorded in like a year. Hello, it's me. I wanted to record a video today, and here we are. But I obviously, like I said, recorded this for 15 minutes, and now here I am, 2 minutes in. Anyway, so for the upstairs, my Gen 2 heir West, he's a little bit, I would say self-absorbed. He loves himself, okay? And he loves the color pink, and this house is obviously his house. He lives with his twin brother, Theo. We'll get into the Sims in a second, but he has his whole suite upstairs. I thought it was perfect for him. His partner probably doesn't like pink that much, but you know what? This is not his partner's house, this is his house. So they have this whole suite up here, so cute. And then they have a bathroom, of course. The hallway has nothing because the beauty of legacy houses, it can be as empty as I want it to be because I'm not going to share it anywhere. This is just what I play with. And I think this is it looks big. It kind of is big, but I feel like it's cozy once we get into the downstairs part. In the entryway, we have just a random bookcase, this little Lego thing. Is it Legos or I don't even know what that is. I thought it'd be cute for my toddler. Anyway, and then a chess table because of course this is legacy gameplay, so I'm doing rules. It's a lot of fun, okay? Then we have my bajillion pictures. When I was recording that first recording the first recording, whatever, I realized I have two of the same pictures up here. I have this one, and then I have this one. It's the same picture, but a different orientation. That's kind of ridiculous, but these are just my Sims. This is my heir and his partner and their baby. So cute. And this is my heir's twin brother, Theo. He is the live-in uncle. I love him. He asked to stay. And I know for legacies, you're supposed to pick one Sim to play with. That's it. Forget their siblings, but I love them both so much. I loved my Gen 1, but Gen 2, I was like, these are my boys. I have to play them, and they have to be together forever. So that's that there. And then we have more pictures of them when they were teens. They also have another brother. This is not another. This is an oopsie baby that I decided to let them have. 3 boys we had first generation. That's kind of crazy for me. But that's Shane there, and then this is just West and Theo as teens, and then them as adults in their first apartment. It was so cute. It was such a struggle, that apartment too. I loved it, but then we had to move in the boyfriend. We had to have a baby too, so I was like, we can't all live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Even though, like I said, I love that apartment so much. It was perfect. There's still like elements of the apartment that's like still reminiscent of it, but you know, that first apartment feel just can't get replicated. Anyway, I have this like neon light sign thing. More pictures because like I said, I'm obsessed. This is their little brother Shane and West again. This is actually my Gen 1 heir, Casey and West, and then Theo and Shane again because I love my Sims. This is Winterfest photos. We are in winter right now. We just had Winterfest, so. And then, is there more pictures? I know that there is. My Sims are all here being cute because, like I said, I recorded earlier, like 4 Sim hours ago, and it was perfect and cute, but now it's not. Anyway, we have more pictures. My Gen 1 founder, I keep saying heir. This is the founder, Casey and Theo. This is like Wes and one of his like many childhood friends, Theo and Quinn again, and then the twins again. Anyway, back to the house tour. Back to the house tour. So we have the living room, which I like this living room a lot because it's very cozy, quaint. I tried to like not do so much pink, but I kind of went crazy because I feel like Wes just the people around him probably think he's crazy because he is, and like Theo doesn't care about the house. Their apartment was also very pink before, and Wes just does what he wants. Anyway, this is the kitchen. It's smaller. I did that because that's just how the floor plan went, but also these boys don't cook. Like for one, Hank hates cooking. Hank was created by Sims on the Rope, I believe, because this save file. Did I say I'll link it down below? I'll link the save file down below. This save file uses a lot of Sims on the Rope townies, so Hank hates cooking, so he's never in here. And then West, he cooks a little bit. And then Theo, I'm trying to get him the junk food lifestyle. Y'all, I've ordered pizza like 10 different times, probably more than 10, and he always eats like the worst food and stuff like that, but he hasn't had the junk food lifestyle. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't get it. What I'm trying to say is there's no need for like a big kitchen because everyone isn't like a super big cook in this household. Anyway, we have the like main bathroom. My toilet is broken, not very kind. And then we have a dirty litter box, not very nice either. And then with the house, I did like a fake garage because since like Theo isn't like supposed to like technically live with us, I feel like he just like kind of follows his brother around, but they're so close. Like they are best friends. Like in the most wholesome way. Yes, they are different, but like they just love each other so much. I just couldn't split them apart. So Theo's just along for the ride. He didn't care what his room looked like. He just wanted a room. His room is actually probably a little bit bigger than his room in the apartment. They also shared a room as teens. Like it was just they needed to stay together forever because they just had this unbreakable brotherly bond. Anyway, I'm rambling because I love these Sims. But we have his bedroom. He is a streamer. He has been in the streamer career that came with high school years since he was a teen, and he loves it. He also is obsessed with coffee. He is addicted to caffeine. He probably has a movement for that right now. Yes, right here, craving a cup. And I recently put a mini fridge and a coffee maker in his room, but I am obsessed with this kettle. I will boil this kettle every single morning while my Sims have breakfast and have coffee. That's why we also have a bunch of coffee cups here because, like I said, Theo is obsessed. Have to catch my breath. And then we have like a home gym because a requirement of Wes for his generation was to max the fitness skills. So he's done that, but of course we have a gym, and then Hank, which is his partner, is also in the athletic career, so he needs that as well. And then I thought a second bathroom wouldn't hurt either. And then all the way across the other side of the house, we have Quinn's bedroom, and it's pink. Not because it's like, oh, she's a girl. It's just because Wes loves the color pink, and he just wants everything to be pink. And since like Quinn does not have any opinions on her room yet or the way she dresses, Wes just puts her in pink because that's what he likes. So, yes. I'm gonna press play now and let my Sims do their thing. Um, oh, the sound is on. Okay. So, for Generation 1, like I said, this is a base game, um, legacy challenge. Are they gonna do something cute? Oh, oh wait. Not his arm, like, y'all messed up my photo opportunity. That could have been so cute. I'm gonna let them do their thing because I think their needs are pretty good. But for Generation 1, I'm gonna read you the backstory to get a feel for what my sim was like. So it says, "Who says all villains are heartless?" Oh my god, that was so loud. Oh, our bills are kind of crazy, and we need to fill this up too. Sorry, sorry. Anyway, who says all villains are heartless? Despite aspiring to be the greatest criminal the world has ever seen, this sim can't help but want to begin a long fulfilling generation. Being a criminal isn't the wealthiest career, but this sim vows to give their children everything they want. Now, if only they could keep their evilness in check. So we have to have the evil kleptomaniac and family-oriented trait, public enemy aspiration, and criminal career. We have to master the charisma, cooking, and mischief. I realize I love this challenge, like I said, but I don't really do all of the things for each generation because it's only a base game, so it's very limited in that sense. And sometimes like certain rules just don't fit my story. But I love the challenge, I will say. So we didn't do charisma because by the time I realized I didn't do the charisma skill, I was at level 5. My sim had atrocious reputation. She could not gain charisma, even if she wanted to, because she was just so mean and everyone hated her. So I thought that was kind of like not fitting with the story I had for her, so we just didn't do it. But anyway, next, did I say master the criminal career? Master the criminal career, public enemy aspiration, live in a starter home your entire young adult life. We didn't do that because story elements. We did have twins. We did bind a sim to the voodoo doll. Steal an item worth 1,000 simoleons. We probably did that because I actually downloaded a burglar mod just to be able to steal more things. So we probably did do that. And then Mary Sim, you previously made dislike you like enemies to lovers. We didn't do that because spoiler, we killed off our our partner and our enemy to lover person. We killed him off. So we'll get there. We'll get there. um, I will have like screenshots like going up as we talk about everybody because it just makes sense. I wanted to record this current household like ages ago because I've been playing this household for probably maybe a month or two. I know what like how am I so far ahead after just a month of playing like in real life? It's because I play for like 10 hours a day. When I'm like not busy, I'm in this household like creating chaos. Anyway, my generation 1 was Casey. She is evil. She had like a very bad family life and she wanted to have a better family for herself. Now is her family good now? I'd say we're pretty good. We're okay. West is, a different oh, are you glitching out? Okay, there we are. West is a little problematic, but Theo is a lovely person. Shane, the other brother, don't really know him that well. He's probably good. Anyway, Casey wanted to have like a very big family, and Casey was terrible. She fought everyone. She stole. She was just a very mean person. And on her crusade of evilness, she met this man at the gym and beat him up. The first night she became a sim, and she didn't like this man for whatever reason. Casey has a general disdain for most men, besides her sons, of course. But she doesn't really like men. All her friends are girls. She's a male hater. And she fought this guy, did not like him. His name was Andrave, another Sims on the Rope Townie. I don't know if I pronounced his name right or wrong. I never looked it up, which is bad on my part, because he was like a very big part of my story. Who's calling me? No. But he was a very big part of my story. I should know what his name is, but I say Andrave. I don't know. Again, we'll get there. So she fought him. He was like her most like hated person ever. But lo and behold, when she goes to work, Andre is her boss. I did not make that happen. That was the game. I was flabbergasted. So of course, that's when my brain started turning and thinking. Because, Casey didn't really do much for her day to day. She fought, oh no, my food went off. She fought a lot of people. What are you doing? Oh my god, he just did. Well, we will get there. We will get there. Oh, because I was like, why is he like sitting at the counter? I didn't know what he was doing. Anyway, that took me way off guard. But like I said, Casey, she was working as a criminal, didn't make a lot of money, stealing. She was also like addicted to cigarettes for a time of her life. She just wasn't doing well. But she had late hours and she didn't really have time to date, so Andre and her just started hooking up. Like they still hate each other at work, but like they just started hooking up out of nowhere. And she enjoyed him a lot. They enjoyed each other. They'd fight probably at work, and then she'd get off at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and he'd be there, and they would spend the night together. But unfortunately, with Casey's carelessness, she got pregnant with her twins, West and Theo, pretty soon after she like met Andre. This is so loud. Can we like oh my gosh, that's loud. Let me just let me just go over here. But she got pregnant like right away, and it was a surprise, but of course, because of the story and Casey's traits, she was gonna have these children whether he liked it or not. So like she wasn't going to like tell him at first, but then he like kept like calling her and texting her because when she got pregnant, she kind of was starting to avoid him and stuff like that, and he just couldn't get enough of her. So he came over one night and she told him, and he was like, "Oh, you're what? You're pregnant? That's something." And that's when Andres decided to tell her that he was married and had a child. Uh, I don't. And Casey was obviously pissed because even though she hated this man, she knew it was like a weird non-friends with benefits type of thing. She wanted this man for herself. We could go like visit her. I think we might do that in a little bit. Why are you sleeping? Why are you tired? Like, boy, get up. No, it is 2:30 in the afternoon. Somebody needs to fix this. I don't do your repairs into your focus, and then I'll let you have some coffee before we go. But anyway, so Casey was pissed, and she was like, well, whether you're in these kids' life, well, she didn't know it was twins at first. Whether you're in my child's life or not, I'm still gonna have them. And he was just kind of like, whatever, do what you want. And they kind of stopped talking for a little bit there. And she had the twins, and she was in love with them. Like, Casey being a mother changed her for a while, but in the end, she's still her. Oh, look at who's calling. Casey Bagley is calling the chat. Want to answer? Yes, of course we're gonna answer. She's probably asking us for us to come over. Why are you sitting on the floor? Anyway, did you fix this? I guess you did. Um, so Casey just she when she became a mother, she was just like, this is it for me. I'm gonna be a mother. And of course, she was still a criminal. She still didn't have a lot of money, but she made it work. She actually somehow managed to make friends. She had like three close friends. Um, Tasha was considerably her very close friend because she lived in the same neighborhood as her. And Tasha came over like a lot during when Casey had the twins. Like she would be helping them, and she was like an aunt, and it was wonderful and amazing. So after a why is my baby? Why is she in here? Are you hungry or something? Not really. Okay, can we like try to like get ready to go see Casey maybe? Do you have to go to work? No, we're good. Can you give her a bath? Somebody give this child a bath. Y'all are just like making this so hard for me right now. Okay, so like I said, Casey was strict. No! Casey was raising the twins by herself, and she just loved being a mom, but she just didn't have any money. Luckily, she had her friend support, like I said, but it was hard for her. And eventually, Andre kind of was just like back in her life again. Like he would come over and see the boys. It wasn't consistent, but it was enough for Casey to like be delusional and think that he wanted to be like a real father and be with her. So she just like kind of like let him in slowly. And they were they weren't even dating officially then. They were just kind of like seeing each other a lot. It was every night at this point. And he had asked her to maybe let let him take the boys for a few days. Casey was a little confused because like I said, he lived with his wife, his daughter, and his father-in-law. So why would he ask for that? I'm not too sure. But you know, Casey needed a break because like I said, she was raising the boys by herself the entire time. So she wanted a break. So she was like, okay, take them for 3 days and, let me know if anything happens. Are you like glitching out? Okay, there you go. And I'll, whatever. So it was little, I can't talk. It was literally 6 hours after we dropped the boys off at his house. She goes to a bar. She does not have to work that night. She's so happy she can go out with her friends. They're having a good time at a bar. And who do we see but Andrev? I did not even make this happen in the game. Like, I swear, I was just trying to have a good time. I was thinking, oh, maybe Casey could find a new man to be with and forget about Andre. Of course not. The game was like, sorry, you guys are just like weird little soulmates for each other. You have to be together. How's everyone's needs going? I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. I want to go to Casey's house. Are we all good enough? I think we're good enough. We're a little hungry, I guess. We could make it a party. She ages up so soon. Oh my gosh. I'm not ready. But Casey decided to go out and she saw Andrev out and she was just like, what the hell are you doing out here? Like, where are my children? I just dropped them off to you 6 hours ago. Literally at 2 p.m. It's 8 p.m. now. Look at this empty world. Don't even mind it. Um, and she's like obviously pissed at him, and literally, not even lying, his wife walks in right after. Oh gosh, I can't make this up. It's too real. It's too real. Let's bring everybody, and Quinn as well. We'll leave the pets. Anyway, she she sees his wife. She hadn't met her at this point, which again, you were leaving your kids at this man's house, did not know his wife, daughter, or father-in-law. You just kind of dropped them off. Again, Casey's a little bit, she's questionable, okay? She's not a good person most of the time. So, Casey's mad because obviously, who's watching her kids? And for two, they kind of ruined her good night. I'm not gonna lie. So she's arguing with um his wife. His wife's name is Solin, I think. I think. And they get into a fight, and Andre obviously is trying to defend his wife and calling Casey crazy and all this stuff, and she's pissed. I mean, and at this point, her friends leave her. Like it was four of them total, including Casey, and one by one they all started to leave. And I think because they were embarrassed to be out with Casey. Obviously, Casey's friends knew how crazy she was, but they were just a little bit. They were a little embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie, because Casey can never act right, unfortunately. And this is just in her character to be a very toxic person. So she fights Solid, and she's mad at Andre. She's like, you can't see the kids at this point. Like, or, yeah, you can't see the kids at this point. You definitely can't take them with you again, and we're just done. She does end up telling his wife that they have been sleeping together, before, obviously, because the twins were born, but then after the twins were born, and recently at that point they slept together again, so they were actively still sleeping together the entire time. Oh, everyone looks so cute. Let's look at Casey. I know I haven't showed you like a close up of anybody. I'm so sorry. Look at my baby. She's old. Oh my god. Look how old she is. I want to cry. I want to cry. I guess I can show you West and Theo up close. Hank is just, a partner. I don't really care about Hank. Here's my baby West. My Generation 2 heir. He's beautiful. I love him. This is his twin brother, Theo. Theo is just I love Theo so much. If Theo's character fit Generation 2, he'd probably be the heir. But like I said again, did I say this before? I'm playing them both because I love them both as twins. What is this? A trash plant? But like, if Theo's vibe fit the generation, I would play him as the heir because I love him so much. It's crazy. And then we have Quinn, my Generation 3 baby. I love her so. I love all these Sims a lot. Anyway, we're at our not our childhood home because, like I said, we lived in a very small house for most of their life until they were almost children. So I'm gonna knock on the door and we'll see the house and everything like that. But yeah, she beats up the life. She picks up the boys at like midnight and she's like, okay, this is what I get for being a little bit too comfortable and casual. I need to be stricter. I need to, all this stuff and that. We have more pictures up here. Let me just show you. I think these are the same pictures that I took. Oh, yeah. this this picture right here is like the whole family. This is the last picture of them in their old house. This is Theo and Wes and Andre, his daughter Lana and Casey. Because I feel like Casey likes that fake family look. Like, she wants the big family and the nice pictures, just so it looks like that they love each other, but they don't. This is also Wes and Theo and their little brother Shane. We first moved in. I'm getting distracted. I'm so sorry. I'm rambling. I just want to like I miss this house so much. It was so cozy. Anyway. So Casey is once again back in her single mother era. Who's out here? Oh, oh. Who's out here? Literally our brother. Can I show you him? Can we see him? Can we see him? His eyes are closed. Oh my gosh. Oh. His eyes are closed, but That's Shane. So she's back to raising the boys by herself, and she's feeling like pretty sad because at this point she's like actively in love with Andre. Would she ever admit that to him at this point? Absolutely not. But Casey, after she met Andre, she just didn't date at all. We tried to date this one guy. It didn't work out because he was an alien. It's a long story there. So Andre was like her only person that she was with her entire life. So she was just a little sad, but she just wasn't talking to him a lot. But unfortunately, look at the lighting in here. Oh my gosh, it's like stunning with the window and then like, oh, it's so nice. This house is also a part of the save file, but I furnished most of it by myself. I'll give you a quick little tour. We have the living room, which I love this living room. It was so cozy and just, I loved it so much. And then this is the dining room. Bathroom over here. And then the kitchen, I think is mostly the same. These were like the kid drawings. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And then upstairs, we had, this is actually the twins' bedroom. Again, another streaming setup because Theo was like that as a teen. And then this is the master bedroom. Very mismatched and antique vibe for this generation. And then another bathroom, and then literally Shane had the most basic bedroom because Shane was an oopsie baby. We'll also get there in a second. Um, so unfortunately, like soon after, um, Casey had that big blowout at the bar. Oh, look at them hugging. Look at the baby. Sorry. Um, it was the twins' toddler birthday. So like she was talking to her friend Tasha, and she was just like, what do I do? And she was like, you have to invite him. Like, this is the boys' father. You really can't, like, keep them, like, away from him. It's not gonna work out. What are you doing? No, no, Quinn, no. Just play with some dolls or something. Oh my goodness. But, her friend Tasha was like, you really have to invite him. So she did, and they had a very nice birthday party, very intimate and small. Um, and they aged up, and Casey had to go to work literally that same night, and Andre stayed with them until she came home. And, Casey in her delusional era, she felt like he was remorseful for what he had done, and they slept together um again. It had only been a few days, like where they were kind of like mad at each other, quote unquote mad at each other. um and yeah, so they sleep together, and at this point Casey's kind of, like I said, in her delusional era, and she's thinking, this man wants to be with me, but his wife is just in the way. How can I get rid of her? This is what Casey's thinking in her little brain. How can I get rid of her? Not even thinking about the fact that he was still married this entire time. He had showed um, there was like no sign of him like divorcing her, anything like that. Like, it didn't happen, right? But Casey thought, you know what? He's just stuck with her. He's got that kid, and he needs to be with me. So she plans to 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 kill his wife. I downloaded a mod. Of course I did. I downloaded a mod. I don't know if you guys remember, but like years and years and years ago, someone had made a mod to make the hand buzzer, like, it's called like the hand buzzer death mod, and someone updated it like recently. And so if someone uses the hand buzzer, like trigger with hand buzzer interaction, it will kill a sim. Whether you're at your home lot or you're at a community lot. I'm not gonna demonstrate it here because, like I said, it works. It works. Who are you yelling at? She just yelled at her grandbaby. like I said, Casey's evil. No, because no, I'm gonna say no. Because of the story. Because of the story. Like I said, sorry. But she decides to kill Andrew's wife. She lures, is it lures or lures? I don't even know what the word is. But she convinces her, okay, who are you yelling at? Why are they yelling at each other? This is not kind. But anyway, she decides to kill her. She convinces her to come to this like random gas station because she's like, you know what? We have kids that are half siblings. We can be a family of some sort, you know? Because so Lynn was a pretty nice sim, you know, and she just wanted her family in a way. So she was like, okay, Casey, let's rehash it out. Casey has this whole like disguise on. It's so crazy. I'll have to put in the screenshot because it was insane. And yeah, she kills her. So of course Andre is thinking, like he's like, oh my gosh, like what happened to her? He literally goes over to Casey's house the next day and is so sad because he has no idea what happened to his wife at all. And he's trying to like, I guess in a way, get like sympathy from Casey, even though he knows, she knows, like she does not like her. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't. Oh, Shane picked her up. Oh, Shane probably was like, get your baby out the bathroom. I wanted to discipline her. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. But he's looking for sympathy from her and she's just like not giving in. She's like, what does this have to do with me? Like, you know, I don't like her. Like, maybe she just got tired of you and then she just like ran away and left you. Like, that could happen. Gaslighting him because, like I said, she literally the night before she had killed her. Um, and he was like, they kind of get into an argument, but Casey, I guess, is a seductress, and she seduces him, and they woohoo. And Casey's like, well, your wife's gone. At this point, I believe his father-in-law was also dead. I didn't kill him. He was just old. I swear. And she was just like, you know, this house is very cramped. Let's just get a house together. And thus, we have this house here. We have this house here. And they move in together. It's with his daughter Lana, and Lana to this day is very confused about what happened to her mother, and Casey and her hate each other. I mean, they hate each other so much. It's kind of insane. And yeah, that's like basically the generation one story. We like move in together. They kind of just start raising their kids together. Oh, and also she does get pregnant with her last son Shane, like after her and Andre are like living together or whatever. Look at them doing flashcards in here, so cute. Let me go into Cass and show you. I'll show you Casey first, because like I said, she is my generation one founder. Where did she go? Casey? Did did you go to work? I hope not. Casey, no. Before you go to bed, Casey, let me put you in cast and show you off. I've been recording for so long. I'm so sorry. I've just been yapping and yapping and yapping this whole time. Look how close she is to being an elder. I want to cry. But yeah, that was the generation one story. She fought a lot. She killed and she got with her man. But slowly but surely she got tired of Andre because Andre just isn't a nice guy. She's not a nice girl either. So what can you say? And she got tired of him. I got tired of him as well. I was like, Andre, you kind of suck. You're kind of boring. So Andre died in a fire. He almost died via the dryer. It caught on fire, but he died in a fire. There was actually a fire. I don't have screenshots of that to like prove that, but I swear that there was. But then I cheated his hunger down and it killed him. And this is like a recent development. Like this is like before the boys had moved out on their own. So yeah, that's the end of Generation 1. We'll get to Generation 2 now. Literally 40 minutes into the video. But this is my beautiful girl, Casey. Look at her. Look at her. She's just stunning. And then I'll show you Shane, I guess. Because he's also important and stuff like that. Here is Shane. They all are very, very cute, I think. I tweaked their faces a little tiny bit, but not too crazy. Anyway, Generation 2. I will read you the backstory. Living with a criminal has turned this sim into an adrenaline junkie. They crave adventure and anything that will get their heart racing. What better than to become a secret agent and work for SIM, as well as getting high on life. This is like a literal sense for Wes, but we'll get there. This sim loves to make others laugh. Unfortunately, sometimes their jokes can be a little on the mean side, which doesn't earn them many friends. Unfortunately for Wes, he has many friends, so that doesn't check out either. He has the mean, outgoing goofball traits, party animal aspiration, and the career of secret agent. So in my head, I feel like West is very, very nosy. He loves having parties to like get all of the... No, that hasn't happened to me in so long where it like switches the household. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I have to go back now. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'll put up some nice screenshots so that we're not looking at the same screen for so long. But yeah. What was I going to say? Also, as a child, we have to complete the rambunctious scamp aspiration. We did that. We have to master comedy, fitness, and charisma. See, like, again, this is another charisma skill requirement, like in Generation 1, but I get it, it's base game. So I did charisma with him because it made sense. Oh no, I was talking about his career. So I feel like West is very nosy. He loves having parties just to be in everyone's business, and I feel like Secret Agent just fits him because he probably makes friends just to be able to spy on them and get information on them. I feel like that just suits him a lot. We're still at her house, so we'll just go there. But I feel like the secret agent career does suit him. So we have to complete the secret agent career, complete party animal aspiration, must live in a different world than the one they were raised in, cannot get married until you've completed the career, move house at least twice in your life, have at least one enemy, have a bad relationship with one child. That's why for Generation 3 it's gonna be a little bit more like loner-esque, because we'll have a bad relationship with our daughter, which is very sad. But anyway, West, you know, we know who his mother was, obviously, and he kind of just started partying a lot. Like, he has always been into like fashion and friends and people. He started to just have a lot of parties. His parents just like didn't care what he did. They were mad when he started to like do drugs, like he smoked weed and stuff like that. I think that's just with base mental, but they didn't really care what he did. And Theo, like I said, Theo was just like kind of along for the ride. And he just kind of did whatever his brother wanted to do. I will go into cast and show you them quickly because I love these Sims. But Wes had a lot of parties. He wanted to be the life of the party in the literal and figurative sense, just because, you know, he had the luxury of not having strict parents, and he was happy about that. When he was in high school, he dated this guy for a very long time. His name was Ruben. That was his very first boyfriend. They went to parties together. It was perfect. And again, that was mostly just like Wes's teen and young adult life. Parties and lots of people. Not a lot of drama. There's a little bit of drama with West. The drama with West is He was dating Ruben for a very long time. Like, literally, I thought they'd be like high school sweethearts, like get married and stuff like that. But that didn't end up happening because as Wes became more popular, he started to like not care about Ruben, and he started to just like flirt with a bunch of different guys, and that's when he met Hank. He met him at like, I think, the gym. Oh, I was going to say, where's my animals? They're right there. Um, they met at the gym and they just like kind of clicked. He invited him to one of his parties. I think it was like a costume party or something, and they started getting close. After the party, he literally invited him over. West, I'm talking about, invited him over, and they smoked and they woohooed. And then the next day, West decided to break. Hello, can this work, please? West decided to break up with Ruben that same day, the day after, and ever since then, Hank and West have been together because West, he just wants stuff. He wants that feeling for now. You know, he's very like in the moment type of person. He doesn't really care who he hurts, unfortunately. So he was with Hank. Unfortunately, for West and Hank, they woohooed for the first time. They were kind of in that like bliss, like lovely bliss relationship or whatever. And oh yeah, look at their Christmas PJs. They were in that honeymoon phase, and Hank gave West chlamydia. Um, I was so shocked, but they're still together somehow. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do about that because that was a kind of recent thing. This is before they had their daughter. We did have Quinn through the Science Baby feature, but I think because I have the RPO mod, the Science Baby feature is like it makes an actual pregnancy and not like an instant baby, which is what I wanted. So Wes was like pregnant for like 2 seconds, but I didn't really want that. I do allow same-sex pregnancy in my game because I don't really care about the total realism sometimes. I want my same-sex couples to have babies, but I wanted to do Science Date Baby this generation, so I just like had him give birth to Quinn like automatically. Um, so Hank gave him chlamydia, like I said, and I don't really know what, cause like when Wes told him that he had chlamydia, Hank didn't really react. He was like, "Oh, okay." And then Hank got tested and he had it too. So I don't really know. Like there was a little bit of a disconnect there because I don't really know like why they didn't really have like a negative reaction. Very, very strange. We'll go on to Theo for a little bit. Like I said, Theo is just kind of like in his brother's shadow, but not in like a bad way because Theo just like doesn't care. As long as like him and Wes like are living together, like he doesn't really care at all. He's into streaming. He really didn't have a lot of romance in his life because in my mind, Theo just like doesn't care about stuff like that, and he just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. um Let me show you my pets real quick. It's hard to explain. Like he just doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. Like he is focused on streaming and that's about it. If he has a partner, good. If he doesn't, also good. He actually had the single and loving it lifestyle. Look at my cat. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. Um, why did I click on Thea? I don't think I showed you Thea. Oh, okay. This is Theo. Look at him. He's so adorable. I have to show you him. But yeah, he had the single and loving it lifestyle, and he actually got a girl pregnant when they were living in the apartments. But Theo, I don't think he wants kids at all. He doesn't dislike kids, he loves his niece, but the idea of having his own child, no. He's like, I'm not really into that right now. Or at all. So he had gotten this girl pregnant. Her name's Gwendolyn. They've been friends since they were teens. She was always invited to like not Theo, but Wes's parties, and they just kind of started dating randomly. Like I said, Wes does not really care about relationships. He just kind of like dated her just to have a girlfriend sometimes, and she got pregnant. She didn't want the baby either, so he paid for her abortion, and that was fine. But Theo would like randomly be really mean to her for some reason, and Theo isn't mean. Like his traits, he's a dog lover, lazy, and a genius, and he has the computer whiz aspiration. He's not mean at all, so I don't know like why he was just like randomly mean to her. But she gets pregnant randomly. It- Um, she has an abortion, and then Theo kind of like ghosts her for a while. She's still invited to like all the parties and stuff, but like they just like don't talk. And then randomly he wants to like see her again, so they start like being together, woohooing. And he randomly, I mean so randomly, wanted to propose to her. So now that they are engaged, but the way it happened is so like backwards. So you know that like call you can get sometimes like, "Oh, I found a ring in this person's bag or whatever. Should I say yes?" So I just clicked yes, even though Theo was living with us. Like Theo was like an active sim. So like why can I click? Oh my god. My game is lagging so bad. Here we are. Here's my baby Quinn. Isn't she so cute? Don't you love her little glasses? I love her so much. But like I clicked yes for that call, and they were just like randomly engaged. And I think that that would happen like realistically. Like he just like happens to buy a ring, and she wears it. She's like, "Oh, you were gonna propose to me?" And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, sure. You want to get married?" And she'd be like, "Yeah." That was the proposal. I didn't want to like plan like a whole like proposal thing, because Wes and Hank aren't even engaged either. So like I didn't want to have like a big thing for Theo when Wes hadn't even been engaged, you know? So now they are engaged. I guess I'm gonna plan a wedding. Again, it's very backwards how it's happening, but like that's what it is. I think that's it. I've been talking for so long. But here's my baby. Isn't she cute? Like I love her so much, and I will say, oh, that movement we saw earlier with the drugs. Yeah, West does coke sometimes. It's a party drug. That's what he does. He's kind of crazy. Um, but West really isn't like a good father most of the time, I will say. So that's why they're also gonna have a bad relationship. He's really just into like partying, his boyfriend, and his job. That's about it. The daughter, Quinn, is like a afterthought, and it's kind of good that Theo works from home because Theo and Quinn are like best friends. They are so cute together. Like she is obsessed with her uncle. So yeah, I think that is it. I guess I'll show you the stats that Theo has done real quick. Oh, am I not at their house anymore? I can't go in. Okay. Okay. Let me I'll show you the stats real quick. So, for skills, we've maxed out everything. Charisma, comedy, and fitness. And then we're at the last level of the aspiration, and then for his job he's a level 7. So that's really it. I can't go back into the house, so I guess we're gonna end off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this chaotic mess of a video. I rambled, we saw Sims, we talked a lot, and here I am. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video if I make one. Okay, bye.